Welcome to Cornerstone Convergence EMEA live from London, where I'm now joined by Liggy Webb, who's literally just come off the main stage from giving her keynote speech. Liggy, for our viewers, could you just give us a brief insight into yourself and the work you do?
Okay, I'm the CEO of an organisation called The Learning Architect. We work with global organisations around the area of resilience and behavioural agility and well-being. I'm also a best-selling author and I've written a few books, and the last book I wrote is called Resilience: How to Cope When Everything Around You Keeps Changing, which is being televised as well. So I've just finished filming with the BBC and it's going to be broadcast next year across world services. Very exciting.
Excellent, yeah, very exciting. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
We'll come to the resilience in a minute, but I just wondered if you could give us just a couple of highlights from today's keynote speech.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've just done a book signing and I've just had some lovely feedback. So I'm really glad that people found it useful and inspiring. And I think some of the topics I covered are really key to the world that we're living in right now. You know, self-care is so important. How we conserve our energy, because I think a lot of resilience is about energy conservation, and the importance of building a toolkit so that you can be proactive for some of the challenges that we're experiencing. You know, we're living in a world that's VUCA, volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. So being able to navigate our way through that is really important.
And as you said, you're such an expert in the field of resilience. Why is resilience such a key issue for a 21st century business?
I think we're moving into, you know, very rapidly changing times, and as human beings, it's almost as if we're trying to be human in a rather inhuman world. So I think the importance of some of those fundamental life skills is really important. Sickness absenteeism, you know, is a big problem for a lot of organisations. According to the World Health Organization, stress is the 21st century health epidemic. So clearly having resilience, that inner strength to be able to bounce through situations, to be able to deal with setbacks is really important.
So what is that the ethos behind the Learning Architect, and what is the work that the Learning Architect does?
I'm very proud of the work that we do. We kind of work in three strands. So resilience is our flagship program. So we deliver resilience programs to people all over the world. So we've literally delivered it to thousands of people from lots of different organisations in both public and private sector. We have a program around behavioural agility. So it's really looking at how people can be more agile in the world that we're living in. And then stress, and how we deal with stress and how we avoid burnout and look after ourselves.
Yeah, and stress is, as you said earlier, such a key issue in the modern world. What sort of role do managers have to play in stress, and how can that impact on productivity for a business?
Well, I think, you know, just in the UK, sickness absenteeism, the deficit to the economy is £100 billion a year. So I think it's about making a priority and putting people first, allowing people time for self-care, raising awareness so people know what to do. Because it's not just about our physical and our emotional well-being, it's also about our energy levels. So supporting people with their everyday energy is obviously going to make them more effective in the workplace and get better results.
And just finally, I wondered what steps you thought businesses could take to build and sustain high-performing teams?
I think an investment in wellbeing programs, there is a solid business case for investing in some of those programs, all sorts of different initiatives. You know, just walking around the expo here at Cornerstone was really inspiring. There's some wonderful examples, you know, of what people can do. And I think, you know, bearing in mind that it is about incremental steps, marginal gains, not overwhelming people, but giving them the opportunity to make progress.
Great. Liggy, thanks for dropping by the studios,
You're really welcome.
And good luck with all your future projects. There's been some great insights today. I hope you've enjoyed your time at Cornerstone Convergence.
That's great. Thank you so much. Thank you.